Hello, my friends. I hope everybody is doing well today. We are starting off a little bit differently because guess who figured out their green screen? Me, this girl. This girl right here floating on the screen. That's right. That's right. I did. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate your help. Um, I hope everybody is doing well today. Okay. Now this is gonna bother me on my head. I gotta move it up a little bit. Move that up a little bit. Um, Still sick, Miss Carrie. I'm sorry to hear that, my dear. I get it. You can hear that in my voice as well. Although I do have to say I coughed a lot less last night. Here's the thing. I'm still working on the green screen perfection. Um, it does not look as good big as it does in this corner. I'll show you guys, but I also think maybe it's the background color. Like maybe if I had a black background, it would look better, but you'll see. My eyes are gonna go like disappear. It's weird. We don't do it. So we'll work with this one. I know the key's off, but I'm not very good at keying it. And you wouldn't believe the lighting I shifted on um, to try and make this work, but there's a setting for that. It's like the bleed, the color bleed, right? I did try that, Mike. Like I was looking um and working on it quite hard last night. I was also working on some of our New Year's plans that we had. It's okay. For this one, Mike, I'm good small today, and I think it looks really good in this corner with this background for some reason. I don't know why, but it works. So we're good with that right now. But it will be something I'm working on. You can see my hair. Like of all the things that are not close to green, my hair is not green. There's no green in it. And yet it's going in and out somehow. So I don't know. I like, I appreciate this because this is going to allow us to do some reaction videos, some other things where it is a little easier for me to just throw myself up on the screen. Like, watch this. This is so cool. Hey guys, what's up? I'm over here now. Oh, wait, I'm gonna be over here. Over here. Look at that. Nope. I'm I'm under all your words. Your words. And back to the normal spot. There we go. Um, Phil Cordeau is here. Welcome. It's a similarity setting. Okay. Yeah, but the similarity, I had to set that. Regardless, Mike, we can fiddle with it later, but I would like to just inform everybody of my mistake. Like, really, what the issue was in fact, I was using color key, not chroma key, and apparently chroma key is the main thing for that. You know what I'm saying? So, what I was actually doing was adding multiple layers of a color key and like trying to find each part of the green screen to get the color. But I guess chroma encompasses like a a bit of the colors, something like that. Regardless, we have it working now. I'm very excited about that. But I don't know. I have so many ideas now of things I can do in front of a green screen. I'm pretty excited about it. And I really like how the light goes behind me and it lights up the back more. Oh, it makes me very happy. Feel like I've accomplished something technological today or last night. So, um, move myself a little bit to the left. My left? Like this side, this way, or this way? Stage right or stage left? Dude, I had to pull out all my green clothes because I can't wear them. And then I realized, oh, I actually have a lot of sort of similar green clothes. Move myself this way. Oh, wait, like this? Like in the middle more? Still a pillow right here. I'm still sitting on the couch. The video? That video? It's so fucking cool. I love it. Oh my God. If my hair is down, let's just do a little experiment before we get started. So my hair it seems fine here. It's like, yeah, that's her. But up here, it's all like, whoa, what is that? Um, the other alternative is to put on another light. I have another light, and that might actually help. Actually, I think that does help. No, it doesn't. So, whatever. Tin Man, I'm sorry to hear that your puppy or your dog, your 13-year-old dog, I remember now, 13, passed away. Very sad about that. Sorry to hear it. Um, we are going to be watching some Bond Court first appearances. A new judge, or not a new judge, I think it's the same judge that we've watched recently, but not Judge Dismissal Dan. I was looking. I looked and looked and looked, but could I find him? No, I could not. Ooh, don't touch the cord, Paisley. You got a new one. You move this mic arm around without fucking up the cord. We're gonna become real streamers here now, you know. Um, yeah. Crystal, how are you doing, Crystal? Yes. How are you doing, Crystal? We've been thinking about you. I hope you're doing well, recovering well from your surgery and your health issues. Glad that you're a member. We have a members only today, guys. That's a great reminder. Make sure that you have gifting turned on. Make sure that you're prepared to come to our members only, which will be later on today after this live. We are going to be doing something funky again. It's going to be fun. Um, but Crystal, we're glad to see you here today. Seriously, that's awesome. Awesome news. What was I thinking? Oh, that's what I was thinking. It's been rough, but you're breathing. Okay. Hey, you know what? Some days that's all we can ask for is just breathing. And I will, yes, Sashina, I will be showing the secret videos that you took of me. I have a question about those. Is the songs copyright free? We might, because I'm going to tell you the truth, Sashina. It looks even creepier muted because I did watch them muted and it's a little creepy. I'm going to tell you that much. I love it, but creepy. Also, I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if we could make it like well, no, I'm not gonna spoil the surprise. I've got a plan for New Year's to incorporate some of that information. Weird. Weird, 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 weird. YouTube Daddy is emailing me saying something. Such a dick. He's such a dick all the time, YouTube Daddy. Anyways, guys, so like I said, we are going to be watching some Bond Court. It's AI generated, so copyright bets are off, maybe. Um, we'll see. I mean, it's not a big deal if we get a strike on that, but and it might not be long enough. Nothing's wrong with weird. Nothing's wrong with weird. Yeah, the fine print, it's tough with the fine print with Google and YouTube Daddy, how it works. Anyways, let's get started. Oh, hold on. I may or may not have charged my headphones enough last night. Let's see if I can put them on. What did everyone have for breakfast today? Tell me what you had for breakfast. If you didn't like what you had for breakfast, tell me what you wish you had for breakfast. Crystal, well, I've been away. I was away last week on a secret mission to Florida. Wink, wink, wink. Obviously not. Um, so you actually didn't miss as much as you think because I was gone for almost 5 days, which is weird. Hi, Winter Witch. Breakfast was a McRib. Jonathan, are you serious right now? Please tell me that you're serious. Grilled cheese sandwiches for Bev Bradford. Bacon and scrambled eggs for Phil Cordeau. Some eggs, Nancy Myers. Good, good, good. What do we got? We got 50% for these. I think that'll do. It was more like brunch. And you made your boyfriend pancakes? I had breakfast coffee as well. Oh, some of that is going to disappear too because of the green screen. Um, breakfast coffee as well. What's for dinner? I have no clue, Nancy. I just ate breakfast. I literally just got up. Oh, see, look, this is weird. Why is it? So it's too similar to black? Is that the issue, Mike? It's too similar to black and it's pulling my hair and headphones out. That's what I'm thinking is the issue with the color key. But that's another day, another problem. Let's get started. Oh, legal fiction, you had protein pancakes with cashews and Brazil nuts on the side. That sounds serious, like a healthy food. It's too close to the green, like too physically close or too color-wise close. Anyways, and cellulite yoga pants, I like that. Air edging in the chroma, I know. Physically close. Fuck. Well, that'll be something I need to fix in a different way because it is very physically close behind me. Okay, so my cough is not completely gone yet, but it is mostly gone, regardless. I could wrap my headphones, wear them down here, and that would help. No. Yeah, I could wrap my headphones up with something else and see about it. Regardless. Um, let's get watching these first appearances. It is a different judge, but I do think that this is a judge that does nonchalant D's. You know, not a big D in the same way, but he's dismissing charges. He calls it denying them. Oh, I could paint my headphones and remove them completely. Oh my God. Well, that's an idea, isn't it? Isn't it now? That is very interesting. I love you guys and all your great ideas. I do wish I had somebody here this morning to help me zip up my dress. Oh, you've been working with a new doctor to get a diet that will help your underactive thyroid, lots of protein and unsaturated fats with moderate carbs. Okay, well, good luck with that. I'm glad that you have a doctor. Lucky you. um, I have a green wig. I wonder what would happen if I put on the green wig. Funny. Anyways, let's get going. Watching the court, we'll start from there, and yeah, that's where we'll go from there.
Oh, what's up? That wasn't. She thinks so. All righty, we should be live now. Give me one more minute.
You take a minute, Judge, because I agree. I don't use a French press Winter Witch, but I use a pour over, like with a filter, and then you just put the coffee grounds in it and then you pour it over. Courtney and I have talked about this before. the inside of coffee pots, like coffee makers, is so fucking grody. Like it gets disgusting. I I don't know, whatever weird part of my brain doesn't accept certain things won't accept that. I can't not see it, when you open up the coffee maker to put the water in. And for some reason, my brain just like cannot enjoy it. And so I moved on to using the pour over method for coffee. And I found that it's actually better for um, like portion control because oftentimes I would make a whole big one and then not drink it. Now, what was I gonna say? I'm not talking about the pot though. Like, yeah, the pot gets clean. I'm talking about the back of the machine, like the where the water goes is grody. That's what I'm thinking. Anyways, let's let this judge continue on and see where we get today. Shall we? Please make sure you've liked the video, guys. It's super duper helpful.
Okay. Keep going.
Alrighty, let me test. Good. Hang on, let me also go to our Josh. Give me 1 second.
Okay, he sounded like he had a stroke there for a second. Seriously, what in the absolute fuck was that?
Excuse me.
Alrighty. Okay, who do I have before me, please?
Rikia Davis.
Alrighty, Miss Davis.
What did Miss Davis do? Is the question. I don't know if he's gonna do the entire everybody their own rights. I fucking hope not. Oh, please don't do that, Judge. Let's take a guess at what Miss Davis did. I am gonna guess that she stole bales of hay from a barn. That's what I'm going with. Stole bales of hay from a barn. That is my guess. I'm seeing assault from Miss Carey, public intoxication from Phil Cordeaux. And those are good guesses, as we keep in mind, these are weekend bond court hearings. So people have been doing weekends. She definitely robbed a gas station with a water gun filled with pee. Oh, oh, oh. DV sexually assaulted a Ronald McDonald statue. Mike, have I not told the story of my experience with a Ronald McDonald statue? I don't know if I have yet or not. Remind me in 1 minute, and I will tell that story after we see what this woman did here, because all bets are closed. Let's see what happens.
All right, Miss Davis, it is alleged, ma'am, that you committed the following offenses. Can you hear me? Can she hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, Miss Davis, all right, you're looking around. All right, Miss Davis, it's alleged you committed the following offenses: obstruction of an officer, as well as simple battery on a law enforcement officer. The total amount of your bond this morning, Miss Davis, is $4,000. Will you be able to make bond, Miss Davis?
Yes. When you said ways, would you be able to? Yes, yes.
Okay. All right, Miss Davis, you did not complete your application for counsel. Are you employed?
Yes.
How much do you make per month, ma'am?
Let's see, 3,500.
Okay, do you have any children, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, under the age of 18, how many?
One.
Under the age of 18, that girl barely looks over 18. How many babies could she have over 18? Come on now. I know you have to ask. I'm glad she has a job. That's pretty decent money, 3,500 a month. Do you think when people say these numbers, they're saying the number they get in their bank account after taxes, or they're saying the number they get before taxes? And I know taxes are different in the States versus Canada, but do you think that she's saying like 3,500 before or after? My feeling is that most people don't maybe look at their pay stubs, they look at their bank account afterwards, and they might calculate like what they get actually in hand, which would be the gross, right? Net is it net that's full, like before taxes, and then gross that's after taxes? No. Is it gross? Gross is the total. Gross is the big one, right? Yeah, net is after. That's right. Because when I was a car salesperson, I got paid 20% of the gross profit on the car. That's right. 20%. Um, and net is after, right? Hmm. She's still going to qualify. I've seen people with higher incomes qualify, but certain judges look at it differently.
So you said one?
Yes.
All righty. So, Ms. Davis, you're going to have to hire your own counsel. The second question I have for you, Ms. Davis. Again, you're charged with a misdemeanor.
Hold on. I have seen people in this county have incomes of $6,000 and be granted a court-appointed attorney. $3,500 a month, that is not that much. You can't, I mean, honestly, at this, that, what?
So you have an option of waiving your preliminary hearing, or do you just, what is your choice regarding waiving your preliminary hearing? Or would you just rather make bond?
Make bond.
All righty, thank you, ma'am. Again, the next court date is scheduled for January 30th. But when you make bond, that date will change and you'll get next court date in the mail. Any questions, Ms. Davis?
No, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, and have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Come here, David. Not this way. Put it like. Next.
Your name, please?
Taisha Everett.
Taisha Everett. What did Taisha Everett do, ladies and gentlemen? Get your guesses in the chat. I know that it depends on where you live, but I specifically have watched this county a lot, Winter Witch. So I'm speaking about other judges in this county giving indigent, I guess it's not indigence. Is it indigency or just a finding of appointed counsel being necessary? Oh, actually, while you guys are getting in your guesses, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the story about Ronald McDonald for me. So, I was a young child and we did not get to go to McDonald's a lot when I was little. My mom was very, very healthy and wanted us to be very, very healthy. And McDonald's was just like what I pined for in my life. Like, I wanted it so bad. And so very occasionally we would drive by this McDonald's on our way to our house, and I think I guess I don't know why, but one time we went in and we were able to go in and eat, and then my sister and I were able to play in the play area. And it was a cool big play area with like nets and all, you know how a McDonald's play area is. And we were young. We wanted to do it. We played. I came out. my mom tried to get us to eat, and I went over, and there was a statue of Ronald McDonald sitting on a bench. He had his arm over the back of the bench and one leg crossed over his other leg in like a triangle shape. And I somehow got myself seated in his lap, through his lap, and stuck in his lap, and could not get out of Ronald McDonald's lap. Hi, Mikey. Yes, green screen. Look at me learning. So I was stuck in Ronald McDonald's lap. And of course, my mom is just like mortified because we're in McDonald's to begin with. Like, she doesn't even, she's upset that that's happening to begin with. Now, attention is being drawn to us because I am unable to get out of this predicament. And people are yanking on me. They're pushing. They're pulling. They're trying every which way to get me out. I believe that somebody actually asked for grease from the McDonald's to try and like get me out of the McDonald, like out of his lap, and it didn't work. And they had to call the fire department. And the fire department had to come and get me out of Ronald McDonald's lap. And I shit you not, it was just like a mortifying moment for me, but my mom too was just like, oh dear God. And ever since then, if you go to any McDonald's and you notice Ronald McDonald sitting there in that position, they've filled up his lap. It's filled now. It's not an open area. And I have to believe that that is because of me and maybe a few other kids that also got stuck in Ronald McDonald's lap. But nowadays you'll see that it is literally filled up and you can't sneak through his legs anymore, let's put it that way. We never went back. I mean, we never went back because my mom really hated McDonald's, which is why I like McDonald's. But yeah, that was honestly a very distinctive memory that gets talked about quite a bit whenever, oh, my mom was not too happy. Also, like, somehow it became like I did it on purpose. Like, there was this accusation, like, you could have gotten out. And I was like, no, I couldn't have. Like, I really didn't do it on purpose. I just got stuck. I always do say that I am very sticky. Stick on. Once I've decided on something, I stick on to it. Did I at least get to eat? Yes. Yes, I did get to eat. For the longest time, probably until like maybe my mid-20s, I got the same thing to eat at McDonald's, which is like was just a plain burger with nothing on it, not even ketchup, just like cheese and meat and the bun. But I have evolved now, and I am baffled that my daughter will eat like a Big Mac, like with all the stuff on it. Just, again, a different life experience that she's had than I have. Because, yeah. Anyways, yeah, the paisley pouch. Also, maybe not a good idea for Ronald McDonald to have that spot on his lap open, you know? I think. But anyways, what did we guess? I'm gonna scroll up and see what you guys guessed for this lady. DV, assault, DUI, and a resisting arrest. Snorkeling in the fountain. Oh my God, Sashina. Okay, now you've reminded me of another story that I'll tell after this one about a fountain. Oh my God. Yeah, it involves me too. Stole chips at the dollar store, sat on Grimace thinking he was a butt, stealing Christmas, soliciting for prostitution at a gas station, trying to get paid in shower tickets. Oh my goodness. Okay, no more bets. Let's see what it was.
All right, Miss Everett, it's alleged you committed the following offenses, ma'am. Obstruction of an officer, having defective equipment, a window tint violation, refusing to sign, as well as a simple battery. Your bond this morning, ma'am, is, hang on a second, it's $5,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Yes.
Hey, where y'all at? We need y'all seated.
Okay, all right, ma'am, you're, you also did not complete your, application for counsel. Are you employed, ma'am?
No.
Okay. All right, ma'am, you're gonna, I'm gonna appoint counsel to assist you. All righty, being charged with misdemeanors, you also have the option of waiving or not waiving. What is your decision?
Waive. I
All
mean,
right.
make it bond.
I'm sorry?
I want to make bond.
Okay, all righty. Now, understand, you can still say waive, okay? And you can still, you know, if you say waive, that's fine. And if you're still able to have the option of, you still have the option of making bond. Waiving is just giving yourself an additional option.
No.
Yeah, all right, so you just want to, all right. So again, when you make bond, that date will change and you're getting escorted in the mail. Any questions, ma'am?
I'm sorry.
Thank you, ma'am. All the best.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell the fountain story very quickly. I will show you guys what I'm talking about here. Hold on. Where is it? There. Okay. So you can see here, this is the Parliament buildings in my city. It's the seat of government. We live in the capital city. And this is the fountain I fell into. So I was leaning over. I don't know why I was doing this. Like, you throw money into the fountain. Jonathan, thank you so much. Yay. Anyways, you throw money into this fountain and make wishes, etc. It's quite busy. I mean, it's a nice shot. You can see it's, and this is at the, I was a child, again, a child. It's hard to explain, but basically the ocean is on the other side of this fountain. There's a road and then the inner harbor of the ocean. It's a very busy tourist area. And the fountain is not that deep. People throw money into it. I don't know why I decided that I wanted to lean over to try and get some of that money. I think that I wasn't being given money to make my own wish. Here's a little side note. If you take money out of a fountain, you ruin both wishes, yours and somebody else's. So you can't do that. But I absolutely fell head over into the fountain and again embarrassed my family, embarrassed them. And it wasn't very warm out. And we had to like walk back to the car and I was soaking wet and they had to like pull me out of the fountain. Yeah. That's another one I will not live down. Although at least the fire department did not have to come for this incident like they did with the McDonald's incident. I will say that. But yeah. And once in a while, you can see here, the fountain will freeze over because it does get cold here, but you can see there's no snow on the ground back there. It just gets cold enough once in a while for the fountain to freeze. Also, if you notice that building right there, the Parliament buildings, here's just a little fun fact about this Parliament buildings there. It's actually built backwards. So the part that you're looking at right there, which is technically the front, is in fact the back of the building. The architect who designed the Parliament buildings, for some reason, didn't anticipate people coming from the water side and that being the front. And so he built it with the back end. So there's another fountain at the back. It's this one. And that's actually meant to be the front of the Parliament buildings, but it was actually the back. So when you come to visit them, you'll find it looks a little different, but I think it was oh God, what is the guy's name that built the Parliament buildings? But he did it backwards, and it's pretty funny when we explain that to people. They both look very nice, like they've done a good job on it, and this was obviously hundreds of years ago, but it was I gotta find his name because Rattenbury. Francis Rattenbury was the designer of the Parliament buildings. And yeah, he built it backwards. And actually, maybe that's the right way to look at it, legal fiction. That the Parliament buildings are built properly, but the rest of the street was built backwards. It is where I live is a former fort called Fort Victoria, and you can actually still see the original fort like lines in the city where the walls were. Um, and like I said, there's an inner harbor right around this area. It does look very nice. They light it up at night, which is very nice. And even the in Christmas, they put colored lights on the Parliament buildings. So, and there's also a gold statue on the top of it as well. Anyways, enough of that. Let's get back to the court that we were watching. Oh, Jesus, I thought I closed everything for a second. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm guessing that this woman built the Parliament buildings backwards. No. Seriously, what do we think that she did? Get your guesses in now. Oh my God. Oh, that's cool. I like it that I can like almost be in the scene. Hello? Hello, lady. What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? You think she dined and dashed? Oh, we don't hear that a lot. Would that be theft? Well, I do have a lot of town pride. I also used to be involved in tourism in our city, and I wrote tours for cruise ships that come to town. So I do have a lot of weirdly useless knowledge about our city. If anybody ever comes to Victoria and you want a tour, I'm your gal. I created a pub crawl. I created a couple walking tours and some verbiage for some of the other tours that we offer. If you ever go on an Alaskan cruise and come to Victoria, you may indeed be on one of my tours. MB, thank you for being here. Disorderly. Stephanie's thinking Devion family. Drug offense. She cut a bitch. Oh my God. That would be a lot. She's here after a failed pub crawl. I'll tell you, Jonathan, of all the tours, I'll tell you, the pub crawl was the one that gave me the most hassle every single time. Because obviously people get drunk, but also like the hardest part was finding pubs to take the tour. If you can believe that. I'd call up and be like, "Hey, I have like 50 customers that I want to bring you." And they'd be like, "No, I don't want that." So it took me a long time to find 3 pubs to get people to go to, which is sad. We have a lot of pubs and restaurants here, but a lot of them are small. Actually, we have like we have a high restaurant per capita rating, like one of the highest in Canada, but still they're often very small restaurants. So sending like 50 people to one place is actually quite difficult. Um, but I had most people break bones when they were visiting the Bouchard Gardens, when they would be out and about checking out the lovely gardens um, in the dark, usually. All right, let's see what she did.
Good morning. Your name, please?
Maria Pettigrew.
Don't we know?
Hey, Miss Pettigrew, good morning. Miss Pettigrew, I'm going to sign the document.
Peter Pettigrew? Is it Peter Pettigrew from Harry Potter? No, I'm just joking. I can't resist. I'm a Harry Potter freak. We all know that.
That will allow for your be released today.
Thank
All
you.
right, ma'am? Thank you, that's all.
Whoa, see, that's a nonchalant D. He just dismissed. That's a nonchalant D. He's not even making a big deal about this. We need some big D's going into the chat here. I swear to God, like, let's listen again. I interrupted, but I'm pretty sure this is a nonchalant D.
Hey, Miss Pettigrew, good morning. Miss Pettigrew, I'm going to sign the document that will allow for your be released today.
Thank
All
you.
right, ma'am? Thank you, that's all.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Pettigrew. Let me have Miss Pettigrew back, please.
That's her.
Oh, was it a nonchalant D? He didn't even read the charges, I know. So is he denying them? This judge's verbiage is deny, or he's taking back the D. He gave it to her and now he's taking it back. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, look at her face. She's got the glare she is giving. Oh my God.
All right, Miss Pettigrew, let me go over a couple things. Hang on. On Miss Pettigrew, I just see your paperwork for counsel. All right, okay, I got it here. It says that you are not employed, which is okay. Let me fill this out. Today's the 17th day. All right, Miss Pettigrew. So, Miss Pettigrew, I'm going to appoint counsel to assist you. All righty, and like I said, I'm gonna fill out something here for your release today, and you're gonna get your next court date in the mail. Any questions, Miss?
Yeah, I have a question. Why aren't you reading the charges? Why are you just getting her out? What happened here? He didn't read the charges though. He normally would. He didn't say an amount, but he's appointing counsel. Oh my God, this judge is a tease. He's teasing us with the big D here, or a nonchalant D.
Pettigrew.
No, sir.
Thank you, Miss Pettigrew. That's all.
Thank you.
Oh, this girl got a mean look on her face. You guys are so sweet, giving roses to everybody, throwing snowballs at everybody. Lots of fun. What did she do? I mean, honestly, we can't even guess what the last lady did. He didn't even tell us. Didn't even tell us. What did this lady do, though? Trespass. I'm calling trespassing. Trespassing. If somebody else lists something else that I have a funny childhood story from, this is going to be a weird episode. Your thumbnail, your thumbnail with Dumbledore. Let me go look, Sashina. I saw something. I saw Dumbledore, but I don't know that I saw the actual thumbnail. Let me look at it. Oh, Demise of Dumbledore. Yeah, I did see that. I do see that. She hit the lady who did her nails at the salon. That would be mean. That would be really mean. She stole a carton of cigarettes from a gas station and handed them out to minors. Would that be considered a good deed? Or like being a social deviant? Like stealing from the rich, giving to the underage? I don't really know. Aw. An ode to your ram. Albus Dumbledore. Stole ribs off the grill. Pooping the neighbor. Oh, popping. Not pooping at the neighbor's Christmas yard inflatables. That would be really bad. Squatting at Planet Fitness. I don't know if Planet Fitness can even be mad about squatters anymore because they sort of have people coming there for showers all the time. That's their thing. That's their thing.
Good morning. Your name, please?
That's covering.
All right, Ms. Vereen. Ms. Vereen, it is alleged you committed the offense of theft by receiving stolen property. The bond is $5,000. Will you be able to make bond, Ms. Vereen?
Yes.
Righty.
All these people with money, yet they stealing. Also, I wondered about this. Is theft by receiving stolen property like when you buy stolen property knowingly? Like, I know, for example, like people here pay homeless people to steal for them specific things. So, like, you could say to some, like, the boosters, they're called boosters, but you could say to somebody, like, oh, I need ground beef and steaks and this, that, the other, and they'll go in and steal it. And then you give them money afterwards. They steal after they stole your grocery order for you, basically. But that to me would almost be a separate thing. Like receiving the stolen property, I almost wonder if you could do that unknowingly, you know? I need an 80-inch TV and you'll get 2 bundles of dope. Pretty much, pretty much. It's I mean, I'll tell you, like, when downtown, there is a street downtown that is not nice, not nice at all. And there's a grocery store on that street. And it is, I mean, the security level in that grocery store is higher than at the airport. Okay? Higher than when you travel out of the country. Um, but yeah, what else was I thinking? Um, yeah, I wonder if like knowingly, oh, that's what I was gonna say. So my dad's Scottish. He grew up in Scotland. He was a soccer hooligan. And they would just say it fell off the back of a truck. That's how he would sort of if he got some that's just what you'd say, be like, "Oh, it fell off the back of a truck. It fell off the back of a truck." And that's why it's so cheap. As I'm repeating this now, I'm realizing 80 cents.
Second, let me get your council paperwork. All right, Ms. Vereen, I'm going to appoint council to assist you.
Big money. We got big money.
Now, Ms. Vereen, the offense for which you're charged with is a felony. The next court date will be the 29th of January at 8:30 a.m. and it'll be held via Zoom. Let me just run through that a couple minutes here, Ms. Vereen. Hold on, make sure you're good. All righty. You're charged with theft by receiving stolen property. The bond is $5,000. Based upon the information you have presented, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. And your next court date is January 29th of next year. Do you have any questions?
No.
Thank you, Ms. Vereen.
You know.
Okay, you go.
This is not a lady. Who's that lady? Also, did I realize I'm wearing orange jumpsuit almost as well, the same as the prisoners? Oh dear. Also, hi, Grammy Rita. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, yeah, it fell off the back of a truck, or I know a guy. Those are the two ways that I would say it. My shirt looks red, it's orange. I would call it orange, and it's a dress, but mine is red? I swear to God, it's not. Maybe, I don't know, actually. I don't know colors anymore. After working to fix the green screen, evidently my color identification is just not on par.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. Give me 1 second. Let me make a note of something.
Yeah, let me find something red so that I can prove it.
All righty. Let's start with your name, sir.
William Andrews.
All right, Mr. Andrews, it's alleged that you committed the following offenses, sir. Driving above, basically speeding, as well as 2 counts of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act. Your bond this morning, sir, is $12,500.
Sir.
Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Sir.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, your next court date, sir, Mr. Andrews, is going to be on the 29th of January.
Sir.
And Mr. Andrews, I am appointing counsel to assist you in this matter. So, do you have any questions, sir?
No, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. That's all. Good morning, sir. Your name, please.
Right for the card.
All right, Mr. Cuscard, it is alleged that you committed the following offenses, sir. Possession of a handgun by a person under the age of 18. Theft by receiving stolen property. Obstruction of an officer, another count of theft by receiving stolen property. Possession of tools during commission of a crime.
Hold on, does he have a corset on? I'm being serious now. Does he have a corset on? He looks ill. He looks absolutely ill. If he stole food, they need to let him eat. Oh my God. I hope he's not sick. I'm being serious now. I really hope he's not sick. That's sad.
Weapons possession, and 1 count of loitering or prowling. Your bond
Can you imagine if you looked out your window and you just saw this skinny arm leaving, loitering and prowling around? Like, what in the absolute? He actually does look almost cartoonish in his proportions. And I don't mean that in like a mean way. I'm just being legitimately serious. He looks. Is it a fucking. Is it a trick of the eye? Like, what is going on here? I'm sure he could slip cuffs. Do they have children's cuffs? Do they make little ones?
this morning, sir, is $39,000. Will you be
Whoa! His bail be thicker than him!
make bond, sir?
Yes, sir. Well, no, sir.
All righty, got it. I'm going to appoint counsel to assist you on this matter. And your next court date is the 29th of January at 8:30. Any questions?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
How do I get a signature bond?
You don't. Thank you, that's all.
Thank you. Sir,
Your name, sir?
He got the fall back.
He said, what's your?
No.
Wait, Melvin.
Wait a minute.
Mr. Melvin, it is alleged that you committed the following offenses, sir. 1 count of battery. The bond in those matters is $3,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, I will.
All righty. Now, a condition of your bond, Mr. Melvin, is that you stay away from Keisha Clayton. You do not go back around the address of 780 Jester Lake Drive. Do you understand those provisions, sir?
Yes, I do.
All righty. Do you have anything you need to get from that home, sir?
Yes, I do. My property.
Okay, all right. Do you live there?
Yes, I do.
All right, no problem. I'm putting something here so that again, once you make bond within 10 days, correction, within 10 days of making bond, you contact the sheriff's office and they will have someone go with you to assist to make sure you get your property without anybody accusing you of anything. All righty. Next thing. All righty. You're charged with a misdemeanor, and the misdemeanor dates are the 29th of January. You have the option of waiving your preliminary hearing and speeding it up. What would you like to do?
I just waited until January until the holidays over, sir.
All righty, sir. So let me make a note here. Hold on. Okay, let me just review a couple of things. All right, your bond is $3,500. You're to stay away from Miss Clayton and don't go back around that address. However, on your release, you can go contact the sheriff's office. They'll have someone go with you to help you get your stuff. The court date is scheduled for the 30th of January, but when you make bond, that date will change and you get your next court date in the mail. Do you have any questions, Mr. Clayton?
Yes, I would also like to address the court as far as me obtaining my property.
Mr. Clayton, hold on. I mean, I've told you that I'm gonna fill out some paperwork so that a deputy can go with you to get your stuff.
Okay, understood.
All right, that's all I can do for you.
Understood.
All right, sir. Any other questions?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. All the best.
Yes, sir. No. I gotta do that stuff.
Your name, sir?
Rohan Daly, sir. Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Daly, it is alleged that you committed the following offenses, sir. Fleeing from an officer, having a tire restriction violation, reckless driving, reckless conduct, expired or invalid.
A tire violation? Yo, your tires were shit. Is that what he's saying? Seriously, tire restriction? Is that what he said? Is that what he said? I get it. I guess the red, doesn't it look more orange now that I changed one of the filters? Normally I have this dramatic filter on that makes me look so dramatic. I'm realizing it doesn't matter really, except that the way my brain works, like if somebody was like, "Oh, I really liked you in that red shirt the other night," I would be very perplexed as to what red shirt I was wearing. Because in my mind, this is an orange dress. It's my 3/4 length sleeve orange dress. It doesn't have pockets. If it did, I would pay an extra $20 for those pockets! Exclamation mark pockets.
Tag, driving a suspended or revoked license, as well as obstruction of an officer. Let me check something here, Mr. Daly. Mr. Daly, your bond is $18,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Daly?
If I can get a signature bond?
At eight.
If I can get a signature bond? Yeah, dude, that's not how that works. Now the dress looks orange, yes.
$18,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Daly?
I'd have to ask my wife.
Understand, Mr. Daly. All right, Mr. Daly, hang on, let me find your paperwork regarding your income. You did not fill out that paperwork. So are you employed, Mr. Daly?
Part-time at the post office.
Part-time, okay. Mr. Daly, about how much is your monthly income?
Uh, about $600.
Okay, sir. Alrighty, and you said you're married.
Yes,
Do you have any children under the age of, do you have any children?
but he's grown, sir.
Alrighty, so all right, everybody's grown. All right, got it. So, all right, I'm going to appoint counsel to assist you, Mr. Daly.
Appreciate
Uh,
that.
Thank you, you're welcome, sir. Mr. Daly, your next court date is January 29th at 8:30 a.m.
Okay.
January 29th at 8:30 a.m. Any questions regarding your bond amount? Your next court date, sir?
What percentage of that would I be able to get out, not have to pay?
Mr. Daly, I'm gonna have you talk with your counsel about that, sir, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Go back to your house.
Oh, go with him?
No, go to housing.
Oh,
How you doing, sir?
I am well. Your name, please?
Before you tell us your name, we're going to guess what you did to get here, to earn this fame, if you will. Ladies and gentlemen, put your votes in the chat. What do you think this guy did? Also, isn't it hard to get a job at the post office? It's hard to get a job at the post office here. It's a pretty good job. Would be a pretty good job. So, oh no, pockets excite me too, Grammy Rita. Absolutely, pockets excite me. If I find a dress and it's got pockets in it, I will literally pay $20 more per dress. And please keep in mind, my max amount that I like to pay for a dress is about $5. So that means I will, like, what's that? 400% more for a dress with pockets. I just feel like you can do so much business when you have pockets. It's just so, I love it. I love it. I love pockets. And I wish that I had spent a little more time learning in my sewing class. I've shown the picture of me before in my sewing class wearing my failing project. I failed sewing. I did fail that class. However, maybe if they had taught me how to insert pockets into something, I would have paid a little bit of attention. Instead of trying to make me make pajama pants that I can buy for $8.
Braden Dixon.
All right, Mr. Dixon, it's alleged you committed the following offenses, sir. One kind of loitering or prowling, and one kind of criminal trespass. The total amount of your bond this morning, sir, is $2,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
All righty. All right. Mr. Dixon, I'm going to appoint counsel to assist you.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome, Mr. Dixon. I appreciate your just being, decent, straight up.
Yeah, you see how far politeness goes? Because he asked first, hey, how are you today, Judge? Like, just little bits like that go so far. It kills me every single time I hear somebody asked, oh, did you want me to appoint a lawyer? And they say, yeah. Instead of, yes, please. Yes, please, and thank you. Grammy Rita, I'm counting on that. I would love to learn how to do pockets. Maybe we could do an online version one day and learn. Also, the lipstick that I have does match this dress almost perfectly, like literally, wow. But do you know what the color is called? Which I don't actually think it is. It is called Down to Earth. I'm not sure that it is Down to Earth, but they are polite. They're so polite they could be Canadian, Phil. And here's the funny thing, though. I found a video that we might watch during members only of a Canadian girl getting pulled over down in Florida, and she was not polite. She did not embody the Canadian values. I will say this, I've said this before and people think it's funny. When I go to a grocery store and I walk through a grocery store, it's very normal for me to say, "Oh, if you'll excuse me," or "Pardon me," right behind people. Like I'll say it 20 times while I'm in a grocery store. But um if I'm feeling really mean or like I'm trying to be rude, I'll say, "Excuse you." As in like they should have been saying excuse me, but I'm gonna say it for them. And that's about as rude as I get when explaining that to people.
Person in terms of responding appropriately.
No
All
problem.
right, sir. All right, the offenses against you are misdemeanor. Well, hold on, let me slow myself down. The offenses for which you're alleged to have committed are misdemeanors. The court date for that is January 29th, correction, January 30th. If you make bond, that date will change and you get your next court date in the mail. You also have the option of speeding it up. What would you like to do?
How do I speed it up?
All right, that's called waiving. The deputies there will have you fill out a paperwork, sir, and I will sign it to let the folks in the clerk's office know that you like your case sped up. Thank you, Mr. Dixon. Any questions? Well, any questions, first of all?
I do not, sir. Thank you for your kindness.
Take care, sir.
No, 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 no. ¿Cómo se? Because I don't have to knock it out. La Dixon. What's your name?
Dixon.
Well, guess what this guy did, you guys? Let's take a guess what this new guy did. Also, I try not to be petty. I mean, I really do. Like people really seem to like my attitude. Whenever I travel, I make friends everywhere I go. People are very kind to me because I am kind to them, and it's always served me well. Um, and it's natural to me the way that I respond to people. It's not something I have to think about. But please keep in mind, like in Canada, I'm a rude person. Like I would be considered brash, loud, sort of what Americans are considered. So I think that's why I get along so well when I go down to the States, because even though I'm loud and outgoing, I'm still polite while I do it. And so you Americans just seem to just eat that up, eat that right up. Uh, whereas here, like, yeah, again, secret American. You know, my family had a choice when they came to Canada. When they were coming out of Scotland, they were given 4 countries to choose from. They could pick South Africa, Australia, Canada, or the United States, and they went ahead and picked Canada. And I I think they made a good choice. I do appreciate America a lot. I really do. But my Canadian roots are deep. Overstayed his time in a tanning bed. Miss Carrie, that reminds me when I was younger and I wanted to go tanning, and they would literally let me only go into the bed for 3 minutes. They'd be like, "No, you can't go anymore. You have to be you it's just too much. You're too pale. You're too pale. Peely wally," as my nana would say. "You're peely wally. You're peely wally. You're pale." So, it took me like years, years to work up to getting to be in the bed for longer than that. And I don't tan anymore like that. Obviously, it's not good for your skin, but I did used to like because I would go with my girlfriends and they were like Asian and they had darker skin, and so they could go in for 10 minutes and I would be in for like 3 minutes, you know. And yeah, I think they did choose wisely, Winter Witch. My grandfather was a shipbuilder from Glasgow, so there is a shipbuilding industry over here. in Canada as well.
Good morning, your name, please?
Richard Farrell, sir.
Mr. Farrow, it is alleged you committed the offense of criminal trespass. The bond is $1,500. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Farrow?
No, sir.
All right, and Mr. Farrow, I'm going to appoint counsel to assist you, sir. Based upon information you submitted here regarding employment. Mr. Farrow, the offense is a misdemeanor.
Legal fiction. I was born in Scotland, obviously, and then came to Canada. When I was in Florida, I went through an entire bottle of sunscreen. And it was October. But I'm really proud of myself. Although I did look very red on screen, Donna or Orlando Chiquita can vouch that I was not sunburnt in person. It was a lighting issue, but I was so proud of myself that I did not get burnt there. Oh, Miss Carrie, you're hilarious. I didn't get burnt in December either.
So you have the option of speeding it up. What would you like to do?
I'd like to speed it up, sir.
All right, that's called waiving. Deputies there will have you fill out the paperwork, Mr. Farrow, and I will acknowledge and sign off on it that you want your case sped up. Mr. Farrow, thank you and have a good day.
All right.
Okay, hold on a minute, sir. Give me one.
Sir, your hair. What did this guy do? How is his hair even up like that? That's what I want to know. And Vicky, I don't do tanning beds anymore. That was like a very short period of time in my late teens, early 20s. Now, if I want to be tanned and look tanned, I have a special fake bake product that I use. The secret is that I applied for 90 Day Fiance. Oh, the secret is that if I applied for 90 Day Fiance, some of the Americans would be wanting to become Canadian. That's what I think. If I'm not really pale, like I know it doesn't look it because of the screen, but you can see my veins through my skin. But if I'm not super pale, I love that. I love it. That's Mikey's long-lived dream to come to Canada. He needs a passport.
Yes, sir.
All right, let me have your name, please.
Frederick.
All right, Mr. Frederick. It is alleged that you drove under the influence of alcohol, another kind of DUI alcohol that's safe, driving on the wrong side of the roadway, as well as an open container violation. Mr. Frederick, your bond this morning is $8,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Frederick?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now you own a business, but I need to get an idea about how much you make an average month, sir.
Excuse me?
So you indicate on the paperwork that you own a business. I need an idea about how much you make on an average month. What's your monthly income? Average take home.
Okay, my business is seasonal, so it's the seasonal portions out throughout the year, roughly 20 plus.
20 plus what? Dollars? Thousands? Hundreds? What in the fuck? How many seasons? I'm being serious now. If he's making 20 grand a month in any season, I need to know what. I need to know what business. Hi, the shirtless dad. I'm sorry you're cold. Um, like, is he talking about $20,000 a month? I'm gonna wonder what he declared on his taxes last year, right? Hmm. He means he made $20 an hour once mowing his neighbor's lawn, and he's supposed to start again next Monday, right?
I don't know what 20 plus is, sir. What is 20 plus? I mean, give me a number. And because it's seasonal and you don't work I guess you don't work every month. So how would you average that out? So what does it look like on your tax return? What do they give you for monthly income?
Okay, as far as for after expenses or before expenses?
Just give me a number, man.
Okay, $12,000.
That's for the year.
Oh, you said per month, correct?
$12,000 per month. Oh, buddy. You know what? This always gets me because I think that people don't get it. They are maybe trying to show off in front of all the other people in the jail. Maybe they're trying to bolster their own story, but 12K a month. So what? That's 140K a year, isn't it? Is that what that would be? 12K a month? Or is it 144? 12 times 12. 144. 144K a month. Or 144K a year. I mean, dude, if that's what you got going on, then fucking I would not be getting in trouble and ruining that. Especially if that's his like average number. Like, does that mean that there are what in the fuck is he doing that he's making more than 12K a month on certain months? Is my question. And then here's the other thing. Is he an actual business owner in the same sense like that he has to pay business like employees? Because that shouldn't really count, right? That's why you pay yourself as a business owner so that you have an income.
Yes, sir. Come on, sir. You get that I mean, come on. How much do you make per month? Why we
Oh,
make it so
that's what
hard?
you just asked me. Excuse me, sir. I said 12,000 per month.
12,000 a month. Okay, got it. You seem like you were, trying to figure something out there. All right, not a problem. All right, sir, you're gonna have to hire your own counsel. Now you're charged with misdemeanor offenses.
Yeah.
So you have the option of waiving and speed it up, or you just want to make bond and deal with it later in the year. What would you like to do, sir?
I'm gonna make bond, sir.
All righty, got it. Court date for misdemeanors is the 30th. But of course, when you make bond, that date will change and you get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, sir. That's all.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Haywood,
You got a question to answer, Judge?
Haywood.
You want to ask a
Because
question? Ask a question.
I do have a question. You stated that if you're intending on going to another state, I'm picking my kids back up from Florida where I had a plane ticket on.
Well, here's the deal. Here's the deal, Mr. Frederick. I cannot help you with any of those, okay? In terms of what I can help you with this morning, I've given you bond. So you have the option of bonding out. I've told you you got to hire your own counsel. And of course, when you make bond, that court date will change. So if there's anything I can tell you this morning, Mr. Frederick, is to encourage you to make bond quickly so you can handle your business.
Sir, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Haywood, you can check on.
Good morning, sir. Your name, please.
Darian Haywood.
Mr. Haywood, it's alleged you committed the offense of criminal trespass. The bond is $3,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes.
All right, and now, sir, there's a couple of conditions of the bond. You can have to stay from Miss Keisha Clayton. You cannot go back around the address of 780 Jester Lake Drive in Jonesboro.
Hold on. That's the same address we heard before. That's the same name we heard before. Did two of these guys get together and go and harass somebody? I guarantee we heard that before. I know we did. Because Jester Lake, I remember making a joke about it. Oh my God. What in the hell is going on in this county today?
Mr. Haywood, I do believe you live there, correct?
No, I don't.
Okay, all right, no problem. So you should not have any problem. You don't have to get any documents or anything from there.
Okay. No, I don't.
Okay, understood. All righty, let me check one more thing. You indicate you're employed, but you did not put how much you made per month. How much do you make per month, sir?
Maybe about, I don't know, maybe about 2,000. I don't know.
Okay, sir. All righty, and children under the age of 18, how many?
3.
All righty, sir. I'm gonna appoint counsel to assist you.
Okay.
Now, you have the option of waiving and speeding it up. Or if you just like to wait until you make bond, what would you like to do, sir?
I would like to wait till I make mine.
All righty. Now, the court date for misdemeanor is scheduled for the 30th. If you make bond, that date will change. You get next court date in the mail. Any questions, sir?
Oh, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
I'm assuming that you are asking about me, Aurelius. No, I'm absolutely, definitely not a lawyer. That's cute though. Not only that, but I am not even American. I'm Canadian. So I have only online experience with US laws. Definitely not a lawyer. But yeah, no, actually, yeah, I'm high profile in Canada. Super high profile.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you, sir.
so I'm gonna, I go ahead. Excuse me, sir. Where you go? I gotta go through all of that, brother.
Mr. Hagan, yes.
I'm
Good
heading out.
morning. And,
Hey, yeah, that's my head.
all right, your name, sir?
Save your hook.
Save your hook. Save your hook. No, I have watched probably more Zoom court cases than many lawyers, but I am not a lawyer. We Celine Dion with space.
You do one more time for me?
Save your hooks.
Mr. Hooks, all right. Mr. Hooks, it is alleged you committed the following offenses, sir. Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, possession of a firearm by one who's been previously convicted, as well as the offense of kidnapping. Sir, I'm not authorized to grant you a bond, but my information indicates you're currently on probation. Now, when you do make bond, you're to stay from Jessica Vereen. Do you understand?
Yes, I ain't on probation though.
All right,
I signed a paper to get off probation like probably like a year, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. I ain't on probation.
hold on, hold on. All right, and I'm gonna come back to that. But what I'm looking at is, it says here that you make $2,500 a month and you have two kids under the age of 18, correct?
No, under the age of
I'm
18.
sorry, yeah, under the age. Yes, sir, I'm sorry. All righty. I'm going to appoint counsel to assist you. Well, let me ask it this way. Are you making, is your job still there waiting for you while you're incarcerated?
Should be.
Okay, all right.
I get out fast enough.
Understand. I don't have an issue with that. All right, hold on a second, please.
I've been working for these folks for like the same company for like probably like ever since I've been in Atlanta. So
Okay, all right, hold on. That's it. Just hold on. Just hold on.
No.
All right, I'm gonna say a couple of things, then I'm gonna come back and address that probation issue. All right, so give me a minute. I'm making some notes. All right. The first thing is because you're charged with a felony, your next court date is the 29th of 2024.
Guys, please don't forget about my work with Pam Anderson. Okay? Like that was high level. Absolutely high level.
Okay, let me walk back through this. And now I'll come back to addressing the probation. All righty. Now, the information that I have said you were sentenced to probation by the Clayton County Superior Court back in 2020, January, February, March 31st of 2020, and you were sentenced to 5 years probation. Now, I just want you to listen to me, okay? I don't want you to argue with me or discuss anything with me. All right, so what I have that says, simple math, that tells me that you're on probation till 2025. Now, I'm not saying you're not signed anything off. What I'm saying to you here is that I'm appointed counsel to assist you so that right after we finish today, you will have somebody that you can tell that to so they can work it to assist you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that's the best I can do for you. Now, let me see. That's pretty much it. And I do hope you can get out of there quickly so you can go back and continue your employment. Any further questions?
All right. No, sir.
Thank you, sir. That's it.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
From your end, are you able to update the JOTs to where they can sign?
I can try. That's a challenge because it keeps going in and out.
Okay, some of them are available, but some of them are not. That's why I was at.
Well, let's try to hold on.
I was able to do
The
it.
system keeps going in and out for me. Give me 1 minute.
You can't forget I helped Alanis Morissette, but also Alanis Morissette is a twin. Did you guys know that? I helped her twin brother, Alan Morissette. That's not his name. But she is a twin.
All right. So what can happen is if somebody comes up next, you can let me know if they're on JOTs. Because I can't see the JOTs while I'm looking at the screen. So if you can maybe help me with that, then we'll see how we can make it work.
Would you like us to hold them until we're done and then you can look at the stream after we get done?
Whatever works, whatever. I mean, I don't want to tie up your system either. If that will work for you, that's fine. Or as they come up, like the next person that I have is a Mr. Jackson. If Mr. Jackson is a person that's on JOTs, then you can just tell me and I'll go to JOTs and we can do it rather than having you trying to hold everybody till the end. Does that make sense?
Yes, everyone that has to sign, let you know, after they get done.
Right as they come up, yes.
That's fine. Thanks.
All right, no problem. Because next I have is a Mr. Jackson, Stanford Jackson. Mr. Jackson?
Sir.
All right, yeah, I don't believe you're a JOTs person. Hang on, let me check that out. Oh, man. This is yes, you are. All right, Mr. Jackson. It is alleged, sir, that you committed the following offenses. You entered the dwelling of another without authority, as well as one count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act. The bond this morning, sir, I'm denying you bond this morning. And I'll tell you the reason why I'm doing that is so that with the assistance of counsel, in a couple of days, you'll be in front of another judge where they can address pretty much what's going on here, okay? That's the benefit. Now,
I didn't understand it. I'm sorry,
I'm denying you bond this morning, Mr. Jackson.
because the council,
Say again?
because the council,
No, so you can have counsel. A burglary offense, sir, carries a $25,000 bond and all the other stuff. So, you know, but I'm assigning counsel to assist you. So with the assistance of counsel, something better maybe it'll be worked out on your behalf.
what if I got my own counsel?
As I said earlier, sir, at your own counsel show up, put in their paperwork and they can handle it. All right, let me continue. You can't go back around that address of 1553 California Avenue in Conley. All righty, you indicate you make $2,200 a month. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
All righty, got it. Then you're gonna hire your own attorney, I guess. So I'll put down here that you're gonna hire your own counsel. All righty, hold on a second. The next court date for you, sir, is January 29th at 8:30 a.m. and it'll be held via Zoom. So stand by. Deputy, are you able to have him sign?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, great, because I filled out everything else previously.
Yes, sir. He was the one that was able to sign. There's some other individuals that's on here that already have a bond amount and everything else, but they cannot sign.
Okay, all right, no problem.
Just trying to speed the process up for you, but there's some individuals here that's.
No problem. We can go back and get it, because I mean, I try to fill all this stuff out previously, but give me 1 second.
Yes.
In the case of Mr. Okay. Yeah, all right, no problem. Got it. All right, we'll keep moving. Tell me who you have next.
You want, you say hire my own counsel, right?
Mr. Jackson. Did you not tell me that you have your own attorney?
I asked you, what if I was to hire my own attorney?
What if you were? Okay, what if? All right, no problem. All right. All right. So, sure. Based upon your income of $2,200 a month, and you indicate that you do not have a child under the age of 18, correct?
I just got to go take a really important lawyer call from one of my amazing Canadian lawyer clients. I'll be right. Continue watching.
No, sir.
All righty. Based upon that income, sir, you have to hire your own counsel.
Okay.
All right, next, please. Name, please.
Trevion Jenkins.
All right, Mr. Jenkins. It's alleged you committed the following offenses: simple assault, criminal trespass, 2 counts, and 1 count of simple battery. Mr. Jenkins, your bond this morning, sir, is $6,000. Will you be able to make bond?
Yes.
Sorry?
Yes, sir.
All righty. A condition of your bond is that you stay away from Miss Artivia Jackson. All righty, now you both share the same home, correct?
Sir.
All righty. So I'm gonna put down something here
You don't anymore.
that you can go with the assistance of the sheriff to get whatever you need to get out of there. But until this matter is over with, you have to stay away from the address of 2235 Mount Zion Parkway. That's where you reside, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on. Now, Mr. Jenkins, you're charged with a misdemeanor offense. Hold on, before we do that. Okay, you're gonna have to hire your own counsel based upon what you have submitted for income. Hire your own attorney. All right, so you're charged with a misdemeanor offense, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you have the option of speeding it up.
Yes.
Would you like to speed it up, or you just want to make bond and leave it until sometime next year?
Yeah, I just leave it how it is.
All right, sir. Thank you. I have nothing further unless you have any questions.
Oh, no, sir, you've been helpful. Thank you so much.
Take care, sir.
You sir.
Reginald Webb McQuarrie.
Yes, sir. Let me have 1 minute. Ah, hold on. All right, Mr. McQuarrie. Mr. McQuarrie, it's alleged that you committed the following offenses, sir: loitering and prowling and one kind of criminal trespass. The total amount of your bond this morning, sir, is $1,500. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. McQuarrie? Mr. McQuarrie, will you be able to make bond, sir?
No.
Okay, got you. You got to speak up. All right, give me 1 second. All right, Mr. McQuarrie, I'm going to appoint counsel to assist you, sir. Now, Mr. McQuarrie, you're charged with a misdemeanor offense. So you have the option of either just trying to make bond or you want to just waive it and speed it up. What would you like to do?
Wave it and speed it up.
All righty, sir. The deputies there will have you fill out something. Hang on, we can do it right now. Hang on a second. I think we can do it.
Hey, Your Honor,
Again?
Mr. McQuarrie is one of the,
Yep,
individuals that's on the job.
got it. Just did it. Let's see something here. All right, he should be able to sign. Let me know. I think we got it.
Yes, sir, we got it.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, let me see if I can print that as we do this. Just give me 1 minute here. This is kind of interesting.
No, you over here. Mr. Mitchell.
Well, all right, I have to go back in and finish. All righty, next.
State your name.
Drew Mitchell, Mary Andrew Mitchell.
All right, sir. Mr. Mitchell, it's alleged you committed the offense of criminal
Oh, I missed it. It's criminal trespass. But what was his name? What was his name?
trespass. The bond is $1,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Not right now.
Understand. Mr. Mitchell, you did not fill out the application for counsel. Are you employed, sir?
No, sir.
All righty. Mr. Mitchell, I'm going to appoint counsel to assist you. You're charged with a misdemeanor offense, sir, so you can waive and speed it up, or you can deal with it on the 30th of January. What would you like to do?
I'll just go to court on the 30th. I mean, I was just walking down the steps to see what was in it. I told her I didn't mean to.
Hey, sir, I hear you, but I can't.
Oh my God, look at the lump on his head. Holy shit. Wow. I guess they don't have stakes to put on those in jail, huh?
I mean, I can't adjust that. All my options that I can afford you is whether or not you want to speed it up. Well, first of all, let me back up. What I've done is, as I'm required to do, is to treat, based upon the offense, I treat everybody the same. That's the first thing. Now, I don't know what occurred, okay? So I'm not into that piece.
Yeah.
All right, second thing I've done, sir, is, understand what's going on. I've appointed counsel to assist you. And as I said earlier, that's the person whom you tell whatever so they can assist you.
Yeah. She said there's just some steps that were going down at the airport. She said, no,
Sure,
I
sure.
I didn't know
Sir.
nothing to do. I didn't know that.
Sir, would you like to speed it up or not?
Speed up the case?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what do you mean speed it up?
All right, not a problem. Want you to listen to me, Mr. Mitchell. Your next court date, Mr. Mitchell, and folks, just let him listen to me, please. You're charged with a misdemeanor. Okay, the next court date is January 30th. If you were to make bond, and your bond is $1,500. If you were to make bond, that date will get changed. The hearing date on the 30th will get changed, and you will get notice of your next court date in the mail. That next court date could be somewhere down the road, maybe next June. I don't know. However, if you think you might have difficulty making bond, and you said you would, you can speed it up, where you'll be in front of another judge to address this whole issue within the next 7 to 10 business days.
Okay,
Do you understand your options, sir?
okay. Next 7 to 10 days, yes, sir.
So, would you like to speed it up, sir?
Yes, sir, that's fine, yes, sir.
All righty. The deputies there will have you fill out a piece of paperwork, and I will do my part to let them know you want to speed it up. Thank you, sir. All the best.
State your name.
Cedric Parchment.
Mr. Parchment, it is alleged, sir, that you've committed the following: theft by receiving stolen property and altering the identification of a vehicle. Your bond this morning, Mr. Parchment, is $12,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Parchment?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Let me make a note of that. Got it. Now, Mr. Parchment, all righty, based upon the income that you have put in here, sir, you're gonna have to hire your own counsel. Mr. Parchment, the offense is a felony offense. So your next court date is the 29th of January. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, sir. You said, repeat that one more time, my court date would be?
The 29th of January.
You said if I made bond today, would the date change?
No, sir, you're a felony, so your date stays the same.
So you said the 28th of January?
29th.
Thank you, sir.
Take care, sir.
You can go back to the house. Last number. State your name.
All right, this is Sean Patton.
Mr. Patton, it is alleged you, parking in a prohibited area as well as you drove under the influence. Your bond this morning, sir, is $4,500. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Patton?
I'm gonna try to make bond, yes.
Understand. Yeah, Mr. Patton, hang on. You indicated that you have a job, but you did not indicate how much you make, sir.
Okay, I make about $8,000 a month.
All right, Mr. Patton. Mr. Patton, you're gonna have to hire your own attorney, okay, sir? The next thing, Mr. Patton, is you're charged with a misdemeanor offense. If you make bond, that date will change. Let me back up. You're charged with a misdemeanor offense. The court date for that is the 30th of January. If you make bond, that date will change, and you get your next court date in the mail. But you also have the option of speeding it up and handling it within the next 7 to 10 business days. What would you like to do, sir?
I like to wait, January 30th.
All righty, sir. Now, again, once you make bond, that date will change, and you'll have the assistance of counsel. All righty. Any other questions, sir?
No, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Patton. That's all.
Your Honor, Mr. Patton and Reyes are two more individuals that's on the JOT system that has a bond already, but they aren't able to sign it.
All righty. Give me 1 second.
Sir.
All right, Patton, pulling that up. Thank you, because I can give him a date. Hang on a second. Awesome. Thank you for keeping me straight. Not sure which deputy I'm speaking to, but thank you for keeping me in the process straight. All right, I think you should be able to sign now.
Okay, I have to tell a funny story. Another one from my childhood. you see it, my finger, I have very strong hands. Very strong hands. They're like freakishly strong. And they're like very, they're small in reality, but they can spread very far. When I was a kid, hi R Cross, welcome. When I was a kid, I did take piano lessons. Now, we were not rich. We didn't have a piano, but my mom had money somehow for me to take piano lessons. Okay. But in order to progress in piano lessons, you need to practice the piano a lot. Like, that's literally the only way that you'll get good at a fucking instrument is playing it all the time. There's only so much musical theory that you can do, which is like reading music books and learning notes and musical sort of terminology. But nonetheless, I took piano lessons every week, and my mom had negotiated that I could practice the piano at school, after school, in this music room. But of course, who wants to do that? Nobody. And like, again, regardless. But the one thing that I was assigned by my piano teacher that I did do was holding tennis balls. So she would literally have me hold tennis balls to make my hands in this shape, which was perfect for playing the piano, but also, in fact, turns out to be perfect form for typing. And I literally would spend my evenings holding these tennis balls. Oh God. Oh my God. I am shit at piano, by the way. I just want to point that out. I really am not good at it. For some reason, my left and right hands don't work together very well on the piano. I just never became good at it. I also played the clarinet, was not good at that. But my best friend is a musician, and I'll tell this last bit of the story and then we'll keep watching. She she's a beautiful musician. She is an amazing singer. She plays guitar, piano, like everything. She plays it all. And her family all are musicians as well. But I remember, so she used to be my employee. She became my best friend. And I remember when we first started hanging out as friends, and I would call her and want to do something with her, and she would have a rehearsal or a practice. And I, being an absolute imbecile, remember having this conversation with her. And I said, why do you have to practice? And she's like, what? And I was like, I thought you knew how to play the piano already. And she looked at me and she's like, I do? And I'm like, well, but why would you have to practice? And she had to explain to me that professional musicians practice all the time, that they don't just know how to do it and can wing it without any practice for the most part, that in fact, they spend a lot of time practicing over and over and over and over again different parts of music. And I literally thought that once you learned, because I guess how my brain works is different than some people's. And in my brain, like once you've learned something, no amount of like you might get faster at it, but you can do it. Like if you could do it once, you could do it. And so it it baffled me that she had to practice. But of course, she's a great musician and practice pays off. She is good. And whenever, I see her at a show, I'll know how much time she spent practicing at it. And I admire that. Like, I admire somebody who's able to set themselves up and actually focus on doing something like that, where my ADHD brain needs a lot of new stimulus, you know? Um, again, I definitely, I don't know why, and maybe that's why I was never good at the piano, but back in the day, like, I used to think, well, once I learn this, it's learned, and I wouldn't need to necessarily practice. Obviously not the case. When I think of the things that I'm really good at in my life, like, I'm really good at typing, and that's because I practice all the time. I type every single day. Um, s Yeah, so you play drums, no matter how good you can play a song, you can always get better with more practice. Exactly. And I think that what I didn't realize is that even a professional musician would practice before, like, is just part of their life to practice. A lot of people go to work and they don't practice what they do at work at home to get better. I think that's maybe the difference, right? Like, being a musician is her job, but she takes it in her own time, not necessarily the paid time that she has as being on stage, but she takes her own time to practice that. I have had jobs in my life where I have worked at home on my own time because I wanted to, because it interested me, because I wanted to be better. But um, for the most part, you don't practice answering the phone when you're a receptionist when you're at home, like, hi, thank you for calling. Like, that's, it's just not the way that it goes. And so I remember just being I admire her so much. I still do. I still do. She still practices. I love it. She's a very good musician. She teaches choir as well. Sometimes I go meet her before choir practice and have dinner. This was before COVID. And we would have dinner before, and she'd be like, "Do you want to stay?" I'm like, "No, you do not want that. I'm gonna leave now."
Hold on.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I got it.
All right, thank you. Awesome. All right, so we have Mr. Reyes next.
No, Shepherd.
Shepherd,
Okay, Shepherd, no problem.
We're gonna be doing the people that need the interpreter last, Your Honor.
Understood, understood. I'm tracking. Mr. Shepherd, good morning.
That's it. That's what you do.
All right, Mr. Shepherd, I'm denying you bond this morning.
Mr. Shepherd, I'm pretty sure you have face tattoos, and that's why he's denying you bond. I actually approve of that policy. No offense to anybody with a face tattoo, but yeah.
Mr. Shepherd, good morning.
That's it. That's what you do.
All right, Mr. Shepherd, I'm denying you bond this morning. Mr. Shepherd, I'm going to appoint counsel to assist you.
You're gonna get it. You already signed it.
that's the reason why you're not going to give me bond, sir.
Okay,
I already told you it's your face tattoo. You might want to invest in some cover up. Speaking of, coming 2024, learn how to do makeup with me. I will be doing it live and fucking up live so that we can all laugh together while I try and learn new makeup techniques in 2024. Fun for everyone.
give me 1 second. All right, hang on a second. Okay, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. You're charged with a felony offense. Your felony court date is January 29th of next year. Okay. And the reason why I'm denying you bond, it shows that you're serving a term of sentence. So, you wouldn't be able to make bond while you're serving a term of a sentence.
Not serving, I maxed out on the 16th.
Hold on. First of all, I don't know how to do makeup, much to the. Here's the thing, when it's just me here by myself with prisoners and judges beside me, I look pretty good. I look like, wow, shit, she got her makeup on. She got her eyeliner on. She might have some blush on. The lips might be done, okay? But here's the thing, right? It came to a head the other day when I took my daughter out and I took a picture of us together, and her makeup was so fucking on point compared to mine that I was like, "Oh wow. I really need to pay some more attention to this and try harder." I know that I won't do that by myself. So, however, if I involve you guys and we do it together, I think we can learn some skills together. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey, Colin, I might not know how to have guests on, except that look, I'm learning. Look at this green screen situation happening here. This is called improvement, baby. Progress. Insert that clip that Mikey plays now. Progress, baby.
Yesterday?
Sure.
All right, yeah, we'll take a relook at it, okay?
All right.
I don't have a way of knowing whether you're maxed out or not. But I will take a look at it.
I have the paperwork in my property.
Mr. Patton. Sorry, Mr. Shepherd.
Sure.
You having the paperwork in your pocket does not help me, you nor I. I will take a look at it.
I try to keep it on.
Mr. Shepherd. I'm gonna give you a courtesy, sir. But if you don't want the courtesy of me relooking it and just continuing as is, I can do that. What would you like me, sir? Would you like me to give you the courtesy as I've stated, sir? Or would you rather just talk? Thank you, sir. I have nothing else. Who do I have next, please?
Alistair Villiers.
Mr. Alistair Villiers. Sir, it's alleged you committed the offense of simple battery and criminal trespass. Family violence. Your bond this morning, sir, is $5,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, Doctor.
Good. All righty, a couple things. You can't be around Miss Yesenia Blake. All righty.
Hey, Shepherd.
Let me see something. Hold on. Yeah. And you're gonna also have to stay away from the premises, okay? Contact the deputies within 10 days of being released, and they'll go help you get your property. All righty. I'm going to appoint counsel to assist you. Sorry, hold on a second. Now, this is a misdemeanor offense. Court date is the 30th of next year. If you make bond, that date will change. You get next court date in the mail. But you also have the option of waiving it and speeding it up. What would you like to do, sir?
I'll wait for the one. I'll wait for the bottom one, sir.
Understood. All righty. So when you, again, the 30th of January, 2024. But if you make bond, that date will change. And you have stay away from Miss Yesenia Blake. Nothing further. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's fair.
You go back to your house. Last one I'm going. State your name.
Yeah. All right, give me 1 second. All right, sorry, give me your name now, please.
Josiah White.
Okay, Josiah White. Mr. White, it's alleged you committed the following offenses, sir. Theft by shoplifting, as well as theft by receiving stolen property. Your bond this morning, sir, is $8,500. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. White?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. White, I'm going to appoint counsel to assist you based upon the information you submitted in your application for counsel. All righty. Now, Mr. White, Court date is January 30th. Sir, you have the option of speeding it up by waiving, or you just want to make bond? What would you like to do?
Make bond.
All righty, sir. So the court date is set for the 30th. Again, if you make bond, that date will change and you get your next court date in the mail. That's all, sir.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
You can go back to tell me.
Excuse me.
You're good to
I think Mr. Williams is next.
Okay, Mr. Williams is next. Let's guess what Mr. Williams did. Let's guess what Mr. Williams did. And yes, all the commands, everybody is allowed to use them for the most part. Also, we will be doing a reading of the commands list, I don't know, Bible of Commandments. I don't know what to call it. Hi, Alexa. I started recording it last night, to be honest, because there is like 12 pages plus of commands, some of which we have forgotten about because I was reading them and laughing and also sounding like an idiot. So yeah, and don't worry, they're put in order, like the newest ones go last. So I'm starting at the beginning of the command list and working my way to the end. We are going to have that reading. We have a couple other really fun things planned. But if you're here and you would like a command about yourself or something that you think is cool, just come on down and talk about it. We have lots. They're pretty much unlimited as far as I'm aware. Let's keep going. I'm just going to acknowledge it. Like we've done 51 minutes of court and 2 hours and 3 minutes of streaming. So I've been talking a lot, obviously. So let's just try and get through a little bit more of this because we do have a members only coming up later on. Not too later on, but I was thinking this would be done sooner.
Your Honor, Mr. Williams was stated earlier about a medical staff.
That's right, that's right. So how are we gonna handle that?
He can hear you.
He can hear you, but he's in and out right now. It seems like.
Come up.
Okay, so we're gonna do him afterwards? That's what I said earlier. I just want to make sure we're still following that.
Well, we're on the last mail besides the interpreters.
Got it. All right, I'll follow your lead. You tell me.
You
Come
stand
up
up.
a little bit. No, don't stand up.
Can you stand up? Can you perform miracles, sir? You put him in a wheelchair for some other reason? My God. There are so many commands. Did I send you those, Mike? Oh man, maybe I was going crazy. I emailed them to myself. I remember. Also, I sound weird saying some of them. That's why I had to stop recording them.
Mr. Williams, this is Judge Cooper, okay? Okay.
Mr. Williams, it said that you unlawful conduct during 911 calls, making repeated calls to 911 center. Your bond this morning is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr.?
Hold on. Calling 911 too much? Is that what we're hearing? This charges? Calling 911 too much? Okay.
Williams?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Williams, are you employed? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Are you employed?
Are you employed, sir?
I think he said no, correct? All right, I'm gonna appoint counsel to assist you. Mr. Williams, the next court date is January 30th, but if you want to speed it up in the next 7 to 10 business days, that's called waiving. It's not an admission of guilt. It's just saying you want to speed it up. Would you like to speed it up, sir? Could somebody tell me what he said? I can't hear him very clearly.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you'd like to waive. All righty. Make sure he signs that waiver form, please. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Sign the waiver.
Yeah.
Oh, no, 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 it's not on this. Amanda, did you want?
Oh, you know what? No, that's right. He's not on his jobs. Okay, got it.
Okay, the last two people we have is, Lalam and Reyes, Oscar Reyes.
Got it. With the email I sent to Deputy Neymar, about how we can do that with the language line.
Okay, that's our first time ever doing it like that. We usually have interpreters online, but the one you, sent over, it said something about the Spanish. But it didn't
Right.
say about the Vietnamese.
So we'll just do it one at a time. We can do the Spanish first, and then we'll do the Vietnamese second.
Oscar,
I wrote down it just in case. Yeah, speed it up.
So just put it on speaker? Oh, bring the phone over me. Reyes is on the dots. Okay.
Got him. Ready for him.
What is going on? Here's the thing. We're gonna this.
All right.
Sorry.
Because we don't have a Vietnamese person on staff normally like we have the Spanish folks. So we're gonna have to do this anyway. But I think we might just want to call and take it from the top.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Hey, Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
Oscar Reyes is in our jot system
Okay,
and he has a bond amount that, he's able to sign right here electronically.
All right, let me do that for him.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Hey, I tell you what, we did not explain to Mr. Reyes if he wants to speed it up. Is he standing by you?
Yes, sir.
The interpreter is gone, I presume, or is the interpreter there?
Yes. the
One of
interpreter
our
is gone.
deputies, is la lingua, he just asked them.
Pero ¿cómo más rápido? Y quieres por tu caso, es más rápido. Salíamos ya en 10 días de más. ¿Está bien? Then he wants to wait.
He agreed to waive, Your Honor.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I'm gonna fill that in right now.
Yeah.
For Spanish, bracket 1, for other, correct 2. Please speak the name of the desired language. Vietnamese.
Oh.
She said Vietnamese. She said she said Vietnamese.
Spanish, bracket 1, for other, correct 2. Please speak the name of the desired language. Vietnamese.
Oh.
I understood the Vietnamese. If this is correct, they.
Yeah, I'm smarter than she is. I'm sorry, that was rude. Just at recognizing those. Cellulite yoga pants. Oh, I like that it pops up there. That is your 1 month membership. Thank you also, Jonathan. Welcome, Lucy. This is true. We have a members only later tonight. It's going to be different than our normal stuff, but it's lots of fun. Please, please, please join us. Yes, thank you again, Jonathan. Oh God, I just feel so bad. Vietnamese. Oh God.
Yes, or press 1.
Yes.
Please enter your personal code.
Hey, good morning. I am Judge Cooper. Before me is Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee has been charged with the following offenses. Driving under the influence of alcohol, an improper lane change, and driving on the wrong side of the road.
Guess what? Here's the deal. We are not going to listen to the rest. We can, if you want. I'll send you the link to this video. But in fact, this is the best possible scenario for a case because he just gave us all the information we wanted to know in English without being interrupted. And I literally am not willing to spend 15 minutes listening to it. I apologize. It's not about Vietnamese at all. It's not about languages. It's about the silliness of the system being so backwards, like hard to use for translators. Plus, what I have to do is get ready for our members only. We've been going for 2 and a bit hours, 2 hours, 15 minutes, and we are going to do quite a good long members only. I will link it soon. You'll see it pop up. I would say at 3:40, not quite half an hour. I think that will be when we will put up that. It's going to be different. It's not all court. It'll be fun, and I hope that you join us for members only. It's going to be fun, I swear to God. Also, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you all. That's 640 East. Thank you, Mike. I had a good time. I like this judge. I'll say that. I like the judge. I think that oh, thank you, Phil Cordeaux. Appreciate that. I still have to work on it, getting it perfect, but we are moving along quite quickly with our green screen technology. Actually, I'll take these off. Anyways. Oh, wow. I yell with those on. That's interesting. Anyways, okay. I want to say, remember that I love you, that I am proud of you, and I will see you in like 25 minutes. Okay? Bye. And yes, it does take some fiddling. Thank you, everybody, for all your help, all your generosity, all your love. See you soon. Bye.